Hey guys, what's going on? Dark Cinema here, coming to you with a very different video nowadays. Now, I'm taking a break for today on all the news, and because there's probably not a lot of news to report on, and instead I'm going to give you guys something different. So, if you haven't already guessed, I am super excited for the Avengers Age of Ultron, and my favorite Avenger by far is Iron Man, because I've stuck with the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Iron Man, and pretty much Iron Man was my favorite superhero of the Marvel Universe, whether it be the comics, a TV show, Iron Man Orbit Adventures on Nickelodeon for the win. Disney, bring a season 3 to that show. I want a season 3. And definitely Robert Downey Jr. breathes life into Tony Stark and Iron Man. So I'm going to count down my top 5 favorite Iron Man suits from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So we'll be going over suits that were seen in either Iron Man 1, 2, 3, or the Avengers. So without further ado, let's jump right into the countdown with my number 5 suit. Coming in at number 5 on my top 5 Iron Man armors from the MCU, we have the Mark 17 Artillery Level RT suit, also called Heartbreaker. Now, when I saw the promotional imagery for Iron Man 3, my attention was immediately drawn to the helmet of the Heartbreaker armor. The helmet seems to have kind of an organic feel to it, the way the gold wraps around the helmet. I love it. The enlarged arc reactor on the chest piece looks awesome, plus it has a nice balance of gold and red. No, you will not be seeing the Mark 42 on this list, because I thought there was way too much gold in there. Yes, I know, he did wear a whole gold suit of armor when he first joined the Avengers in the comics, but I thought in the movie it really didn't translate too well, and the Mark 17 really strikes that good balance between gold and red. Coming in at number 4 is the Mark 41, also known as Bones. Now, this albeit got a very, very short appearance in Iron Man 3, and you can see Jarvis piloting it, and which it separates into multiple pieces, knocking out some extremis soldiers. So, obviously, this was the immediate predecessor to the Mark 42, and as originally I didn't like this suit, and I'm like, oh, that really doesn't look like Iron Man at all. But then when I took a look at it, I'm like, it's stripped down essentially to the wires, very minimal armor on it. But I just love looking at it again. I'm watching this too as with you guys. The Mark 41, just that gold and black, just works so well with this armor, and the circuitry that's exposed looks awesome as always. So I wouldn't mind having this armor to myself, but we'll let that one be as we move on to the next one. Coming in at number 3 is one that we are all excited for. Yes, I'm talking about the Hulkbuster armor that's set to appear in Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, I don't care, even if the movie blows, which I know it won't. I'm pretty sure Age of Ultron is going to be an awesome movie. This fight between Iron Man and the Hulk will definitely be one of the highlights in what's sure to be an amazing film. It looks great. Just the fact that it encompasses the Mark 43 within the Hulkbuster armor itself is just awesome. The enlarged repulsors on on his hands, the chest piece, the lights on the knees, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, there's what's not to love for this armor. It just looks badass because it is badass. Coming in at number 2, just shy of the number 1 spot, is the Mark 7 from the Avengers. So yeah, I was contemplating whether or not to put this or the Mark 3 or the Mark 4 in the number 2 spot, but when I was looking, it had a very classic Iron Man design. It really went back to the basics when they went with the Avengers, and I'm really glad they did. It's the quintessential Iron Man armor. you show this to anyone and they're gonna know that's Iron Man. And it's yeah, again, pure red with some gold highlights. Looks amazing. All the addition of the back of the jetpack with the miniature missiles and extra weaponry Tony has packed onto this thing. Plus, has to be one of the coolest suit up scenes in any Iron Man movie when Loki tosses him out of the building. So anyone who didn't love that, I don't know what you're thinking, but that was an awesome scene, awesome suit up scene, awesome suit of armor, and that comes in at number 2. It's just amazing. And coming in at number 1 for my all-time favorite Iron Man armor from the MCU, the Mark 33 Enhanced Energy Suit, also known as the Silver Centurion. I was heavily debating on whether to put the Mark 43 from Avengers Age of Ultron in here, but then I looked back at this one, and then it was a clear choice. I always would pick the Silver Centurion. If you had to ask me what Iron Man armor would I take, I would always pick the Silver Centurion, hands down, no matter what. This suit, I fell in love with this suit the moment I saw it in the comics, when I was first introduced to Iron Man way back in 2006, 2007, before the movie came out, when I was starting to hear about it and get hyped about it. I looked in the comics. When I saw the Silver Centurion, it was amazing. And it doesn't matter what medium I saw it in, whether it was comics or the Iron Man Armored Adventure show where he used it to take on Whiplash. That was an awesome episode and awesome way to display the Silver Centurion. And it even got love in the Iron Man 3 movie where he cut off Killian's hand with a wrist-mounted blade. That was epic. You know, as much as I dislike Iron Man 3 for the Mandarin plot twist, you know, seeing the Silver Centurion on screen for the very first time more than made up for it. It's an epic suit of armor and is hands down my favorite Iron Man armor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So yeah, everyone, those are my top 5 Iron Man armors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If I left out any that you think should be on this list, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Or if you want me to do a top 5 anything, whether it be bat suits or superhero costumes in general, please let me know in the comments. Leave a like and consider subscribing for more daily news. And if this series takes off, I will continue to do top 5s on any subject that you wish that is superhero related. So I hope you guys have a great day. My name is Darth Cinema, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!